It is. You can view it, as Jimmy says, on so many different levels, historically, politically, culturally, families that occasionally are split by it, but all in all it comes down to what happens between those white lanes and where that ball ends up in the next 90 minutes. Barcelona looking to make this a key part of the treble. Real looking to make it a treble of titles. They've won the title, of course, for the last 2 years, and stopping that man will be their priority tonight. The two captains embrace. Raúl, of course, for Real Madrid. Carlos Puyol for Barcelona. Pleasantries will be exchanged, and then battle will finally commence. And to talk us through the whole of the game, the commentary team is Jerry Armstrong and Rob Palmer.
Thank you, Mark. Well, the Estadio Bernabéu is blindingly white tonight. The two presidents have the best views in the house. A split down the director's box, a split in Spain, and I'm sure a split at home or in the bars, wherever you are. Pull up a little closer to the screen, kick off your shoes, grab yourself a beer or a refreshing drink at least, and get ready for 90 minutes of footballing fun. Jerry Armstrong's with me. It is Jerry.
I tell you, this is going to be some game. It is going to be like a cup final, Rob. Who would have thought 2 or 3 months ago, you know, we would have lost that 12-point advantage that Barcelona had, and Real Madrid would have clawed their way back into the championship race. And now suddenly it's down to this, and it's winner takes all tonight. Fantastic opportunity to see two great teams. I think Barcelona's playing better football at the moment, but Real Madrid's got this winning mentality, which is going to be hard to break here at the Bernabeu. And could you imagine if they win it tonight and they take it down to 1 point with 4 games to go? Sit back and watch the action. There's going to be goals in this one for sure.
Well, the quill is poised, the scribe is ready for another page in the Spanish footballing history book. They say this has been the biggest game since the 1940s. In the Spanish capital, it is showtime. Some of the greatest players in the world at the peak of their careers have a chance to enhance their already glowing reputations. There is Messi to Xavi. Barcelona trying to get the league over with in the opening half minute of the game.
Superb. One mistake from Ramos. Messi was on it in the flash, and Xavi was supporting, which he's done well this season. I mean, Xavi's got himself 9 goals this season, and it's just going to be such a great game. I do feel that Real Madrid have got to stamp their authority on it right away if they want to have any chance.
There is Aaron Robben, back in the team tonight. Didn't train until Thursday, but he's fit and he's fresh, and he's certainly determined. Piqué there, the centre-half, the former Manchester United man, one of 5 Catalans in the Barcelona team. Jimmy Floyd hit the nail on the head before the game. It is Catalonia against the rest of Spain. That's the way they feel around here. It's a little bit like Yorkshire or Liverpool sometimes, and the one-upmanship they have.
Yeah, there's a few key battles though tonight. I'm looking at Gabriel Heinze, who's been out injured for a while, trying to contain Lionel Messi. I think that's a mismatch. That could be a problem for Real Madrid. Metzelder's come into the centre defence instead of Pepe, who's suspended, and again he hasn't had that much match football this season. That could be a problem. But then, you know, you look at Barcelona, who have conceded goals away to Valencia and drawn a blank against Chelsea as well. You wonder what psychological damage is done to them as well. We're going to find out all in the next 90 minutes.
If Barcelona are to be champions of Europe and champions of Spain, then this is the week that will define it for them. How they have to dig deep. Guardiola, their debutant coach, of course, has named his best team, and Robben is running them apart at the moment, and it rattles against the shin guards of Carlos Puyol, the Barca captain. And there is the cheerleader, Robben.
Like I said, take the game by the scruff of the neck, Rob, and that's exactly what Robben's done. First chance he gets, he runs at Abidal, and that's what he's good at, and he's caused problems straight away, wins a corner kick.
I don't think those fans can afford to be impassive on a night like tonight, as the ball comes in and it's Barcelona who are having to defend early on. Remember the situation, 4 points between them. Madrid have to win if they're going to keep La Liga alive. Puyol's been a busy man in the opening couple of minutes.
Well, good pressure from the home side. Big Metzeler that was up there. Playing like a left winger. Another corner kick.
Higuain finds it to the near post. Xavi half clears. Here is Lionel Messi. Is this the stage for the Wonderful little Argentinian player tonight. We've had the best player in this game over the last 100 years or so. Messi is right up there with them, with the Cruyffs and the Ronaldinhos, as he tries to find Eto'o's alongside him. A half-hearted appeal for a penalty. The referee's whistle can be heard amongst the din of the 80,000 plus supporters inside the stadium.
Funny thing was, we were thinking that Real Madrid were going to be playing on the counter-attack, and yet the best movement there was the counter-attack play of Barcelona, and Marcelo milks that. There's no contact from Xavi, and he milks that. He makes the most of it. Appeals for a handball? I don't think so.
A game that's impossible to get a ticket for, let me tell you. If you bought one out on the street, you'd have to shell out about €1,000. That's the black market rate. Believe me, you've got the best view. The world is watching. All corners of the world tonight. Any game, anywhere, or fixture should I say, that draws 80,000 plus twice a season. Thierry Henry did have a little niggle. He wasn't expected to start tonight. But Guardiola has gone for his best possible starting 11. It's not very often, but he does that. He likes to tinker, but I think he wants to get the league over with, preferably for him in the first half, and leave something in reserve for Chelsea.
I agree. I mean, very important for them that they have the confidence and play aside. He said they're not tired, the players. He said basically, you know, physically they're fine. He said sometimes your brain tells you that you're tired, but you know, I agree with him. He's being really positive, and he's telling them to go out and win. That's the right mentality. Oh, he's onside, is he?
Samuel Eto'o? No, too good to be true. He didn't hear the whistle.
Well, how could you?
Got the linesman's flag out the corner of his eye.
How could you with the noise in this stadium? It is electric.
It was marginal.
Oh, that's really tight. That is really, really tight.
Samuel Eto'o was once a Real Madrid player. They let him go for just over £4 million back in 2001. He only played 7 games for them. Well, what a mighty mistake that was. Messi taken down. Remember the approach at the Nou Camp earlier in the season, in Ramos' first game in charge, was to basically take it in turns to have a hack at Lionel Messi.
They got away with it first half hour, and then a few bookings come up. But you know, tactically, I thought Juan de Ramos got it right. You know, and they had that one chance with Drenthe that could have won the match for them, and then Barcelona came back and got themselves a couple of late goals. But it was nip and tuck. It was touch and go.
Iniesta. Now Messi tries to get it onto that magic wand of a left foot. Eto'o, and another teaser for Casillas to deal with.
I thought that was on for a 1-2 for Messi when he played it into Eto'o. He could have given it back again. There's a little pass, he just needs to slot him in. And Iniesta was completely unmarked as well.
Well, it's been an unusual build-up for Barcelona. After the Champions League exertions in midweek, Pep Guardiola decided to give his players Thursday off, and rather surprisingly decided not to travel to the capital last night. They flew in this morning.
Well, he's been his own man from the very start. I know he's inexperienced to a certain extent as Valdez comes to tidy up at the back here. Slips one to Abidal. Good pressing from
Abidal. Gives it away, and Raul spots Valdez off his line. He's been a little heavy-handed in his challenge. Raul, of course, fresh from a hat-trick last week.
Yeah, taking a chance up for me, Valdez, trying to play this way. You know, he's put Abidal in the situation. I don't think Raul does an awful lot wrong there.
Referee tonight, we should give him an introduction, is Senor Undiano Mayenko. It's his 150th La Liga game tonight. We may be hearing his name quite a bit.
Big game for him, I've got to say, because there's going to be 3 or 4 very important decisions need to be made in this match for Undiano Mayenko, and be interesting to see if he gets it right. That's an interesting ball. Too much pace on it for the diagonal pass from Marcelo, who's been playing really well as a left winger, much better than that left back slot, and maybe he can help Gabriel Heinze by tucking in and making a double cover on Messi, because I do feel when Messi gets the ball, it's going to be a problem for Gabriel Heinze.
PK misses out midfield. Heinze stretches. He's back in the team. They missed him last week. His job tonight is to act as minder as his fellow countryman Messi. It's very difficult at the moment. The players keep reacting to the linesman, but they can't hear the whistle to confirm their suspicions.
It's the noise. It's just, it is like a cauldron in here, and the noise is unbelievable. And as the ball's flicked on, well, he's offside. Once he touches it, it's Robin coming back from an offside position, and once he touches it, he puts Higuain offside.
Of course, given the current interpretations of the law, the referee's decision of waving his flag doesn't necessarily mean that a decision has to be given. You have to play to the whistle. The problem is the 22 lads down there can't hear the whistle.
Which is understandable in the circumstances.
And Zelda to Cannavaro. We normally have an array of world and European players of the year out there. Of course, Cannavaro is the only former world player of the year and European player of the year. Messi came second to a certain man from Manchester United.
He did indeed.
Who loves it at Old Trafford, but I know he's a Real Madrid fan, and I'm sure he will be watching at home tonight. Henry. Robin intercepts. He's looking good. Here is Raul looking for Higuain. PK comes across and guides the ball out of play.
Do you know, Rob, I think PK has been the best of the three central defenders this season. Better than Puyol and better than Marquez. You know, for someone who's not had as much experience, he's had an excellent season, and all credit to him.
Well, PK is the only El Derby debutant tonight for Barcelona. The only player who's not tasted this before for Real Madrid is Lassana Diarra, the former Chelsea, Arsenal and Portsmouth midfield player who was signed in the winter transfer window. Neto, lovely touch for Messi. You could see where that ball was going. Alves, the right back becomes a right winger, tries to cut it to the far post. Xavi takes his time. And some support. It's not normal for Barcelona. They really like this tight, short passing game. Now Iniesta. Messi holds off Lassana Diarra. Takes three to tango with him, but they do their job.
Well, if they can crowd him out, 2s and 3s, that'll make it a lot more difficult for Lionel Messi to function. There was a couple of little tugs on his shirt, and looks a little bit greasy there in the corner for whatever reason.
Well, the pitch was well watered before the game. In fact, that's a sour note in Madrid. Better keep my voice down. They've just been fined, Real Madrid, €360,000 for watering their training ground without the council permission. Toure to Neto. Yaya Toure, the monster in midfield. The water carrier, as they call him in Europe, amongst the artisans of Barcelona.
He's a bit more than that, I think, though, Rob.
He carries an awful lot of water.
He carries massive gallons of water. It's just he's a big figure as well when it comes to set plays. He's on
the
time.
Flag is down, but Casillas is acting as sweeper keeper. He's caught by Messi. Casillas is down, and well, the referee has pulled play back anyway. Messi couldn't believe his luck.
Well, he sliced it, didn't he, the goalkeeper? Casillas, Iker Casillas, and then Messi went to stop, as he did before, and you were talking about the water, and he slips. He's onside, look right back, Sergio Ramos plays him on, that's why. The linesman gets this right. Out comes sweeper keeper, sliced it. Messi can't stop because of his momentum, slides, hits Casillas, and the referee then blows the whistle for the free kick.
For Valdez to come off his line. Abidal. Xavi to Toure. PK. Xavi hits it long. They obviously feel that they can spring this Real Madrid off sidetrack.
Well, I agree, because Cannavaro and Metzeler, as I said earlier, I don't think they're the quickest two centre-halves, and they step up and you get a situation like Ramos dropping off or Ainsley dropping off, you know they're going to get it wrong. So there's going to be several of these runs made by the likes of Thierry Henry and obviously Eto'o and Messi, and they might just get one of them right. That's a good ball to Robin.
It's a fine first touch from Ian Robin. Sanitiano. Ramos, there's a collision off the board, play continues, Ramos' cross, free header! And Real Madrid take the lead. It's their lucky mascot, Higuain, the man who basically won the league for them last year, could be prizing open the league this year.
Well, he's now the top goal scorer in the league for Real Madrid. He and Raul were both on 18 goals. He gets his 19th. That might be a massive goal, Rob, I'll tell you. And all the build-up play again, Robin wasn't part of it, but Sergio Ramos' forward-thinking runs down the right-hand side. A wonderful cross in. Maybe Abidal could have done better, I think. Cross has beat Puyol. Well, there's two centre-halves are taken out. Piqué goes with Raul to the near post, and Puyol's lost. Completely unmarked. Higuain, free header. Great goal. Poor defending for Barcelona, they've got to say.
Well, this is the man who last year in the final stretch of the season scored 4 goals in 4 games as a substitute back then to take Real Madrid to the title. They won every game that he scored in last season. He is their lucky charm. And if he could get any louder inside the Bernabeu, it has. They're cranking up the volume.
Well, first blood to the home side, and that's what they needed. They needed to take the game to Barcelona. They needed to force themselves upon them, and they've done that. They've got Barcelona on the back foot.
Well, this is what it would mean if it stayed like this. Barcelona's lead of the league will be down to 1 point. If. You're going to hear that a lot tonight.
Long way to go. Great turn.
Last chance for Thierry Henry to stretch those long limbs. Past one hurdle. Cannavaro's the next. Crosses to the far post, and it needed high-flying acrobatics from Eto'o to poke that one away, asking even too much of Barcelona's leading scorer.
Well, the thing about the front three is they've got goals in them. Great play it was from Thierry Henry, and he was only a couple of inches away, Samuel Eto'o, from getting on the end of that. There's the goal. Look at the marking. What's Puyol doing? He's not marking no one. He gets sucked in at the near post. He just drifts about 5 or 6 yards off Higuain. It's a free header, and he doesn't miss it.
His 24th goal of the season. Now can Barca bounce back? It's Xavi. Henry trying to be a little bit too cute. Ramos clears. Touré. Puyol. Abidal. What a transformation it has been under Wandy Ramos. Left Tottenham Hotspur with a damaged reputation. He had 6 great months last season there, had a bad start to the season in London. Was taken on by Real Madrid, basically because the rule in La Liga is that you cannot employ a coach who's been in charge of a club elsewhere. Ramos was available.
He's onside, but the pace of the ball is just a wee bit strong for Thierry Henry. But there's too many times they're looking like they can get in behind this flat back four of Real Madrid, and I fancy Barcelona have got a goal at least in them here.
Here is Puyol. The last 18 games since they lost against Barcelona in Barcelona, Real Madrid have won 17.
And it's Gabriel Ainsley in the left back slot who plays him onside. Great goal, wonderful goal. What about the pass from Messi as well?
Thierry Henry, who scored some vital league-winning goals in his time at Arsenal. As Thierry says, his 25th of the season, his 18th in La Liga. Barcelona's 141st goal this season. They are a goals machine. Let's readjust that table for us. Back to 4 points for now. We're averaging a goal every 3 minutes. Somebody popped out of the rim. They were wondering what happened. Yes, it is 1-1. Higuain made it 1-0. Henry 1-1. Could change again. It's like watching an NBA basketball game from one end to the other. defence out of the window. All offence.
Just worried about Abidal. He's been out for what, 2.5, 3 months. He's back a couple of games, Rob, and he looks as if he's getting caught square too much. He's not jockeying properly. He looks like he could be vulnerable as well.
Henry goes past Diarra as if he isn't there. He isn't anymore. Oh, and he's taken down unnecessarily by Cannavaro.
Well, he's the man in form at the moment. If he's not scoring them, he's creating them. And Cannavaro just pushes him. He knows he's beaten. And I think he had a struggle to catch the sticks, keep that one in play. Henry as he zips past Cannavaro. He doesn't need to touch him.
That really could be costly. Hesitant touch inside the Bernabeu.
Well, he's never 10 metres away, never.
Arm raised, that means something to the Barca players in the centre. Oh, it means a goal!
Free header.
Payol, the captain, leads from the front.
Wow, would you believe it, Rob, eh? From 1-0 down, show true character Barcelona, to 2-1 up. What a start, 20 minutes and 3 goals. Barcelona have taken the lead. And that's his, I think it's his first goal in the league this season. What a big goal that could be for Puyol.
It's his first goal in 2 years, and what a time to score it.
Who's more unlike Higuain's goal? I think, well, it looks like, is it Sergio Ramos supposed to be picking him up, or Higuain? I think it's Higuain supposed to pick him up. That's a mistake.
Sensational. 20 minutes gone, 3 goals already. There could be more in the air. 3 goals in the space of 6 minutes. Ian Robin. Past Toure to Higuain. We thought his name maybe in the headlines after that opening goal. Wonderful feet by him. Now Robin takes his time trying to put it through the legs of Valdez, who got his size 9 boot in the way.
Well, it's a chance a minute, isn't it? It's fantastic stuff. Great play from Robin. And here we go again.
Breathtaking. Ramos. Asana Diarra. Fanciful little flick. He's not showing any nerves. Robin, lovely little ball through. Perfect. Higuain, he needs a touch! And Valdez keeps it out. It was almost an embarrassing goal from Alves.
Unbelievable stuff. Really is. Good goalkeeping. I don't think he knew a lot about it. Great ball here. Higuain hammers it across, hits Alves, and then ricochets straight into the goalkeeper's hands. What a bit of good fortune that was for Barcelona.
It's a game that gets an awful lot of hype. I don't think it's possible to overhype this particular attraction.
Anything is possible with these two sides on the park. And Robin's gone down. He's bumped into Abidal. Abidal saying, I haven't touched him. And a yellow card for Abidal.
Taken almost a quarter of the game to see our first flash of yellow tonight. Abidal's had an uncomfortable evening. That is marked by the first caution.
Well, maybe we'll get to see this one again and see exactly what did happen. And Robin went down like he'd been shot. Let's have a look, say.
Tell you what, if he did catch him with the arm, that should have been red instead of yellow.
He comes across him to block his progress, Robin. I'm not sure how high the arm was. It looked like it crossed his chest. And certainly deserved the yellow card for me.
PK. Real Madrid have to dust themselves down after the perfect start. Diarra. Excellent tackle from Toure.
Well, it's step and top, it's to and fro. I mean, one side's on top, the other one's on top. It's just about who's going to take their chances on the night. And we've had plenty so far in the opening 23 minutes.
Ball was won fairly and squarely by Alves, who leads the charge. Messi, wonderfully disguised pass. Messi to make it 3-1, but well, brilliant block by Casillas.
Still in play.
Well, Messi's holding it up. We have an injury inside the half. It's Thierry Henry down there, who was actually injured in a collision as Messi was going through one-on-one.
Yeah, I think it was Sergio Ramos who took him out off the ball, and the referee Udniano Malenko spotted that, allowed play to continue, which is great refereeing.
He does have a rather long list of previous convictions.
That's Henry falling, you can see there he was hit by. Now, could he not have squared that for a tap in at the far post, Messi? Instead of just blasting it, and Spain's #1.
If not the world's #1, Iker Casillas, the man who lifted the European trophy for his Spanish nation last summer. A word from the former captain to the current captain. Guardiola actually made his debut for Barcelona as a player 20 years ago to the day. Xavi. Alves. Lionel Messi. You get the impression he's in the mood tonight. Oh, wonderful. Watch the ball, don't watch the eyes.
He's beaten two, but he didn't pass the third one, and that's what they've done well on that 2 or 3 occasions he's run at them. Good play though, still Xavi controlling everything in the middle of the park.
Barcelona is the city of art. Picasso and all that, and he is possibly the greatest sporting artist on earth at the moment.
Clumsy from Metzelder.
Xavi. Great first touch by Xavi. Gains him a few yards of space. Navidad. Thierry Henry, as if I need to introduce these players. Iniesta. Tighten finally to Xavi. Now Messi, he's drifted in from the wing. Xavi, there too, timed it well, pulls back the trigger.
Save.
Fires one, but hits the target.
What a save, good passing, good movement, they waited their time. Eto's onside, first touch is good and hits the target. That's all you can ask. That's a brilliant save from Iker Casillas. But they're getting too much space. I mean, Einstein's let him get 4 or 5 yards of space.
We've had as many corners as we've had goals. Little 1-2. Fired to the far post. It's over the head of PK. He'll be retrieved by Lionel Messi. Cross easy header for Robin. Higuain. Asking an awful lot of Iron Robin. Just asking for a mistake from Abidal. They don't happen too often in situations like that. Henry. Seems an age-old fixture, but they first started playing these two clubs back in 1929.
78 times. This is the 79th time they've played each other, Rob, at the stadium in the derby match.
We say at the stadium, the first one was actually played on a race course, believe it or not. Excellent turn from Xavi. Neto. Barca edging the possession, edging the goals. Huge gap now in the league. Messi, catch him if you can. Perfect pass. They want it again to make it the perfect goal.
But the pass and the movement's brilliant, Rob. Absolutely fabulous. They're cutting open this Barcelona defence so easy. 1-2 there, I thought he should have shot. But then he passed it back to Messi to try and make sure they're Xavi in. Great goalkeeper from Casillas. It could be 3 or 4-1 to Barcelona.
The fact that Iker Casillas is in such magnificent form rather masks the brilliance of Barcelona. 5 saves Casillas has made so far.
Well, he's needed to. His defence hasn't played particularly well in the opening half hour, and but for him, this game could have been out of their reach.
Diarra. Hardly mentioned Raul in this game so far. He's on the prowl in the area, looking for Raul. It takes a deflection. It should be a corner.
Now, there's a mistake between Piqué and Puyol. One of them's coming out, the other one's dropping off. But to be fair, Piqué gets back again and blocks it and hits his shin. There's the 1-2. I thought Iniesta should have shot. He tries to make sure give it back to Messi, and I'll credit the goalkeeper.
We've not had a goal for 9 minutes. I think we're due one. Henry looks a little upset. He was one of the major doubts for Barca before the game. He's suffering with a bit of a neck problem.
Yes. Well, if we could get him through the half-time, maybe that'll be enough. That's easy for Victor Valdez, who's made a couple of saves himself, to be fair.
Ramos was once on the coaching staff of Barcelona. He took charge of the B team. The formative days of one Carlos Puyol.
Very good. You know, it doesn't matter whether Barcelona is playing home or away. They still usually manage to have more possession than the opposition. He was pulled back there.
Yeah, he says an awful lot when Raul is fouling. Xavi showing footballing king of Spain no respect at all, wants him booked. Balance and power certainly turned this season.
Great ball.
All over the top from Thierry Henry. Great first time cross from him, and Metzelder had to be caught. Cannavaro heads away. That great start, Real Madrid looking shaky. Well, that was handball, but the referee has allowed it to go.
Good play from Piqué. And good cover from Dani Alves.
After that shock, double shock to their system, Real Madrid have to refine their composure. Great ball through. It's Raul!
Well, they're looking at each other. They're trying to get a reason why the offside flag didn't come up. Let's have a look. Oh, he looks a wee bit offside, but linesman's in a much better position. Tight. Well, Cates is warming up. I'm wondering if they're thinking of taking off Henry Rob now and sticking an extra midfield player in.
I think the idea from down below is that Cates would come on. Henry does come off, and Henry does look rather spent as he's getting some rough treatment as well from Ramos, who I'm sure would love to see the
He would. I was going to say he's been their best player though in the 32 minutes.
And Iniesta would go into this 4-3-3 formation. He'd go into the front three with Keita coming on in the centre of midfield.
Yeah, I agree.
Xavi. Messi's made a brilliant run. Messi controls. There are several options. He went for the wonder goal. Oh, the man's a magician. It's the kind of game where you just can't lose concentration or blink for a second even.
Well, he wants to take it from the right position, the referee. Messi on the ball. Now Barca quicken the pace, settling into these foreign surroundings. A lot of free kicks given by Undiano Malenko for, you know, the fouls, the niggly little fouls. You know, Lassana Diarra trying to get out. He can't kick through the flare to get the ball. frustration probably more than anything. Look at this. This was clipped to the far post. Here they're going directly for goal, and here they go again. It's Iniesta on the ball. Finds Henry wide left.
Messi. Well, gets it back, plays a 1-2 with the defender, and then went for the element of surprise.
Not so good on his right foot, but again, the number of chances they're creating, Rob, the ease with which they're going through this Real Madrid defence is frightening. Doesn't he know it?
You forget that Lionel Messi is only 21 years of age. Quite frightening talent. Gago. Diallo. Great tackle by Puyol. That was a phantom whistle there, put the defender off, and Cannavaro comes across to soothe the situation.
Pressure.
Well be Barcelona's. The maestro Messi has scored another wonder goal.
I was just talking about getting caught in possession, and bang! They did it 2 or 3 times previous. They've done it again. Messi is the one person you do not want to pick the ball up there. And he goes through. Unbelievable stuff. That's as good a 35 minutes away from home as I've seen from Barcelona this season. They could have been 6-1 up, Rob.
Last man in the world, on the planet, that you give a ball like that to.
You say that because that's his 35th goal of the season. His 22nd in the league.
He has Barca have the advantage. Now Samuel Eto'o hasn't got his name on the score sheet. Again, I say yet. Iniesta to Xavi.
Oh, look at the shot here. 10 chances for Barcelona, 5 of them for Messi. Incredible. And Casillas can't keep making world-class saves all the time, Rob. You can't expect that of him. He's made 3 or 4 brilliant saves so far, but they still find themselves 3-1 down.
Messi. It's through the eye of a needle stuff from Barcelona, the passing. The passing from Real Madrid. Just trying to find a needle in a haystack. It's the Drenta down there praying. It's maybe the best way for Real Madrid. They're being played off the park, passed off the park, humiliated in front of their own supporters, and indeed the watching world.
It's like an exhibition match at the moment. The way they're playing Barcelona, it's fantastic stuff.
Under Johan Cruyff, they had the famous Dream Team. They've been trying to find a name for this team. I guess they've come up with this Dream Team 2. In the way they're playing, they're better than the Dream Team. That was not the best of tackles. Yes, he went for the ball, but the studs were showing, and he's going to be punished.
A little bit over-exuberance there from Carlos Puyol. He was too keen to get the tackle in, too keen to dive in. Went with the right leg, didn't get contact, threw the left leg in, caught the player. It was the right leg, and then the follow-through was with the left leg, and that's why he got the booking.
How Real Madrid need a goal. Robin picked from the pack. Metzelder, Cannavaro, Ramos, all up there. Puyol. Not a man to panic.
Well, he atones for the mistake, doesn't he, by clearing that one.
Metzelder is the target. Puyol clears. There was an appeal for handball, but the referee went for the push.
Yeah, I think Metzelder was behind him. There's a little bit of shoving. Indiana Malyenko is done. There it is. He's up above him, and he heads it down on this hand. That's never a handball, but they're going to appeal for everything. And that's the one where you can see Gabriel Heinze got a little glance on that one, and Puyol cleared.
Iniesta. Now Xavi. Selma to Diarra. Real Madrid came out all fired up for the opening 10 or 15 minutes. They were the dominant force, took the lead after 14 minutes. Ramos had obviously motivated his men, but he's going to have to give another of all team talks during the 15 minutes recess.
Yeah, well, we've seen them 2-1 down here at home in the derby against Getafe, and they come back to win that 3-2 against the odds with 10 men, but this is a different kettle of fish. They're 3-1 down. Now Higuain, oh, great tackle.
Brilliant tackle by Piqué.
Oh. Oh, it's a wee bit harsh. He slides in Marcelo, and unfortunately it's hit his arm. Oh, that's a wee bit tough for him. I do sympathise with him.
Stop from Barcelona there. Teasing.
Oh, he's
toying with Real Madrid.
He's going to end up getting booked because his frustration, and Robin's frustration, is just starting to boil over a little bit, as it is with a lot of the Real Madrid players. But they've got to keep their composure, get themselves in and see if they can regroup second half. That's a mistake.
Watching if you're a Chelsea player or supporter preparing for Barcelona this week. Xavi's cut out by Metzelder. German breaks the defensive ranks.
Oh,
perfectly stopped by Piqué. He's up there for man of the match, the tall centre half. Is he chasing shadows? Great work ethic as well. The little Argentinian Alves. Now Iniesta, a little shake of the hips, loses two players.
There's so much talent on the pitch and so much to admire from both sides. It's brilliant. But the next goal has to go to Real Madrid. If Barcelona score again, there's no way back for Real Madrid.
Barcelona did score 3 goals here back in the 2005-2006 season, a 3-0 victory. That night Ronaldinho scored 2. It was their best win in the capital in 21 years. I'm hoping to actually top that tonight. It does make up for last year when the Barca players had to form the guard of honour to welcome the champions to the stage.
Better from Abidal.
Torre to Iniesta. It's a machine that's oiled with liquid gold.
It's just the passing and the movement. There always is a player available. You know, they create spaces. Even when they knock forward balls and the centre halves win it, they seem to anticipate and get the second ball so many times. They're closing down. It's brilliant. They're fired up today. There's no doubt Guardiola's got them well fired up.
It's a similar performance to a couple of weeks ago. They played Sevilla at the Nou Camp and they humiliated Sevilla. Jimenez, the coach, shrugged his shoulders, held his hands up afterwards and just said there was no way to stop Barcelona. Ramos must feel the same. Henry.
Good tackle.
Sanadian. Higuain.
Look how hard they work in the middle of the park. You know, that's Iniesta and Dani Alves winning the ball back again. Everybody seems to be doing their job so well.
alter their style, home or away. Lionel Messi, Eto'o. Messi taken down off the ball by Marcelo. His name's going to go into the book for that.
Well, it was nearly going to be a lovely little 1-2. Messi fed the ball in, was looking for the return pass, was taken out.
One thing that is different about Messi compared to some other players of similar status and skills is that he never gets up and complains. Just stares his assailant in the eye and bounces back up like a weevil.
We were talking before the game on the way to the game, Rob. We're saying that's a key point. You know, Messi on the right side. Would Marcelo get back and help Gabriel? I'd say, well, he can't help him too much now, not with the yellow card. And they're just running them ragged at the moment as we move into the minute stoppage time.
A single minute has been added to the first half. It's Alves, and yet another save from Iker Casillas, who's made half a dozen top draw saves in the first half to keep it down to 3-1. Half-time whistle goes, music to the ears of the Barcelona supporters. There's only a handful inside the stadium, but they have been absolutely brilliant tonight. Iker Casillas has had to be at his best, but even the best of the Real Madrid goalkeepers not kept Barcelona out. They have been rampant, and at half-time they're leading by 3 goals to 1.
Do at half-time to change things around? Huntelaar, Van der Vaart, are those the key?
Yeah.
Sacrificing Heinze, having Marcelo as a more attacking fullback,
well,
perhaps?
Yeah, you have Marcelo and you have Heinze. You could do something with one of the two and put Van der Vaart or Huntelaar in and put Raúl on the left.
Those are decisions that Juan de Ramos may well have to make in this second half. The champions trail by 3 goals to 1 with 45 played of the second El Clasico. Back to the commentary team for the second half. Jerry Armstrong is alongside Rob Palmer.
Well, it is the big question for Real Madrid. What do you do? Do you limit the damage and hope that you don't record your biggest ever defeat to your historical rivals, or do you try to bravely haul yourselves back into the match? Surely it's got to be the latter. Their season is disintegrating. This is Marcelo. No changes at half-time. Gago, who was ghost-like in the first half. The first half that was so dominated by Barcelona after the early shock of the Real Madrid goal.
They just passed their way around them, Rob. They've been running and controlling the midfield. Look at that pass. What a ball. Thierry Henry. Oh, good cover from Cannavaro. But the sort of precision passing from Iniesta, from Xavi, it's been superb. Passing and movement, and then the front three have been absolutely superb as well. They've controlled it in every department.
Tell you what, Jerry, our Chelsea viewers tonight may want to note that Thierry Henry on the far side of the pitch is moving rather gingerly. There was a suggestion that he may have been withdrawn in the first half. He's playing through the pain barrier, but chasing that ball a moment ago, he did rather pull up, but he's not looking too comfortable.
Yeah, it's his neck that we're being told he's got a problem with his neck. He's got sort of a cramp in his neck, but he's playing on through it. He's been their best player, I think, in the first half. He looked the most likely to break the deadlock from Barcelona's point of view, and he got the all-important equaliser. Mind you, he's not far behind him, I think.
Oh, this man Piqué's been superb. They're missing Rafael Marquez, the Mexican. 10 weeks he's out, but Piqué's a more than able replacement. Henry. Iniesta to Xavi. Iniesta to Messi to Xavi.
Brilliant.
Iniesta. Oh, goes past not just anybody, but Cannavaro. Oh, and then almost beats Casillas. These are not just anybody that make it look ordinary. These are world-class talents that they're humiliating.
Fantastic football. I mean, we're just talking about the 1-2s, the passing. They're running rings around them. Look at this from Iniesta. He's only inches wide of the far post. He skips past Cannavaro like he's standing still. Reading reports as well, Rob, that Cannavaro says he's had interest, but he's had requests to sign for Manchester City and Bayern Munich next season.
I think Gary Cook, the chief executive of Manchester City, has been on a little Spanish sojourn, also linked with Samuel Eto'o and Arjen Robben, who are out there tonight as well. Quite a shopping trip if he came back with some of those. Wouldn't get duty free on them though. Gago, poor pass. Xavi. The problem for Real Madrid at the moment is that their supporters who started the day hopeful that they could close the gap on the league leaders are now rather despondent and almost turning on their team. Xavi, Iniesta, slips it to Henry, goes past Ramos as if he isn't there, and he wasn't there. Ian Robben, of all people, is having to act as emergency right back.
Well, Marcelo and Ian Robben are both doing so well to support their fullbacks, because both the fullbacks, Gabriel Heinze and Ramos, are getting absolutely annihilated.
I am told today that the council in Madrid were having to erect safety fences around the Fieblas, which is the fountain in Madrid where Real Madrid celebrate the title. It's just in case there's some kind of celebration of beating Barcelona tonight, but Morta assured that they've now been taking down those barriers and it's back to normal.
I'm sure there's more goals left in this game, Rob. It's just been one of those matches. 11 shots in the first half for Barcelona, and now Arjen Robben on the counter-attack, looking to try and pull the next one back to Real Madrid's favour.
Diana. Who will be a hero for Real Madrid? Do they have one? It's Marcelo, the Brazilian. It's his fellow countryman Alves who can just let it roll out of play.
Well, he thought he had Gabriel Heinze on the overlap. It was actually Dani Alves who was tracking back that he heard running outside him. I don't think there's a department that Barcelona haven't dominated. They've dominated possession, they've dominated shots and hitting the target. The goalkeeper, Casillas, has made so many big saves tonight. I mean, it really could have been out of sight. But it's only 3-1. The next goal goes in Real Madrid's favour. We've got a game on again.
Andy Ramos, the caretaker coach till the end of the season. He's only lost one game in La Liga since he took over. And that was against Barcelona for his debut night. When he's needed these players to stand up and be counted, they've rather disappeared tonight, and also, of course, infamously against Liverpool.
Well, you have to pay credit to Barcelona. I mean, I think Real Madrid has done as much as they possibly could have done, but Barcelona has been just fantastic so far. Still a long way to go, though.
Gago. Robben takes it well. Oh, he chose the wrong way to go around Puyol, but didn't Puyol leave an arm out there?
He goes down too easily, Robben. Rob, he really has gone down too easy. He sees the white of the line, he gets inside, and credit to the referee, Undiana Malyenko. Goes outside now. What's this? Look, why does his leg suddenly go? He throws himself into the box and then looks for a penalty. I think that's scandalous. It's not even a penalty, it's not inside the area, it's not a free kick. We're going to have to find a better way to get back into this match. That's a poor control there from Lassana Diarra, but they get lucky.
Iker Casillas, some nifty footwork.
Oh.
Higuain loses out to Alves. Referee intercepts. Frees Gago. Raul speeds away. Gago, it takes a slight deflection, but Valdez at the line of it. That's his first save of the night, really.
Disappointed with Gago today, Rob. That's a poor challenge. That's a poor challenge from Gago. Disappointed big time from Gago. He's not really got into the game for me. She could boot for that as well. That's a back pass. It takes a deflection off Puyol, but that's a poor shot. He takes a chance here, Casillas. He doesn't need to for me. Not when you're losing 3-1. Don't need to take those sort of risks.
Cannavaro. In there is Touré. Real regaining a little of their composure. Gago just hasn't made a cutting pass tonight. They may have had the option of bringing Guti on, but the veteran midfield player is one of those unavailable to Andy Ramos tonight. Guti has an ankle problem. There's a man who's fit and fresh, Lionel Messi. 3 obstacles in his way, around Metzelder. Can he beat the keeper? Oh, he almost did. You can't criticise him for going solo, because it's a joy to watch.
Well, he skipped past Metzelder in the box. He looked up to see if anybody was there, and there should be somebody coming in the box. Watch it here. No one supports him, and that's why he goes for goal from the tight angle. And Henry's trying to get on the penalty spot, but the support's too little, too late. He just makes Metzelder look silly. Fabulous play.
Some of the English press were picking up upon the fact that Lionel Messi, when he came over to Barcelona, we'll get back to that in a minute. Thierry Henry. What a movement in the area. Henry bullied off the ball by Cannavaro. How they've bumped into each other over the last decade or so for France and Italy. Puyol. Iniesta. There is going to be a rule that comes through very soon that clubs in the Champions League have to bring a certain proportion of their own players through. If you look at the Barcelona team tonight, this is the perfect model for that. Through the Barcelona system, we've had 6 players: Valdez, Puyol, Piqué, Xavi, Iniesta, and Messi, who was signed as a young man as well. Abidal guides the ball. Valdez comes and he takes it cleanly. No free kick against Robin. Again, play continues. It's getting a little manic down there. That was a body check given by the referee's assistant.
Yeah, and the referee, I think, wasn't going to give it. And there's a couple of little decisions here that the crowd are banned for every decision to go their way. You can see the surprise in Guardiola's face.
Did get the ball though, didn't he?
He did, he anticipated well, and the referee got in the way twice, and he wastes play on there with the Vallejo.
Well, Messi's lucky, ladies that hand upon the referee.
He doesn't go down though as easy the referee as Robin does.
Here's the retribution in the air for Real Madrid. Robin fires it in, yes there is! Game on! Ramos gives Real Madrid a lifeline. Make no plans. Stay exactly where you are.
Rob,
we have a monster of a game on our hands.
Who is supposed to be marking Sergio Ramos? He is completely and totally unmarked. So's Higuain. The marking is a shambles. It's a free header. Maybe the goalkeeper could have done better, but quality on the ball, the delivery is fabulous. And that's his 4th goal of the season. Sergio Ramos, he's done it very well this season, and he's brought Real Madrid back into the match. At 3-2, and there's more goals in the offering.
Amazing. Free kick Barcelona. Well, the perfect retort from Real Madrid. Signs of weakness in the Barcelona defence as well. Not particularly good at defending crosses tonight.
No, not good at crosses, not good at free kicks as well. We've said that before. But again, quality for the delivery was superb. But the marking, and Sergio Ramos is one of their best jumpers. He wasn't picked up at all. Good anticipation from Cannavaro.
Gago to Higuain. Higuain trying to utilise the pace of Marcelo, but Valdez anticipates excellently. Piqué.
He's the man.
In this unbelievable game of football. This roller coaster ride at the Bernabeu.
Oh, what a football match. He's onside. As the pass is made, clearly he's onside. They're trying to play offside. Sergio Ramos gets it totally wrong. Casillas is committed for his teammates as well, Rob. What a game of football we're watching.
Well, respond by making a substitution. Marcelo has been withdrawn, and they've thrown on the Dutch striker, Jan-Klaas Huntelaar.
Well, he's got 8 goals this season, Huntelaar, and they have to take a gamble. They're going to play 3 up front and see if they can get back into it, but this game's wide open for more goals.
Henry, who's hunting. Alves would like to join it. Alves to Eto'o. Eto'o to Messi.
He should have scored.
He's looking for the linesman to save his embarrassment.
Oh my goodness. Well, he's onside. Samuel Eto'o.
Messi would have been offside.
He would have been offside.
To Robin. To win, Real Madrid have to score 5 goals. Higuain makes space for himself, bodies everywhere to try to step over. It's like for a lot of landmines. Heinze dives in, free kick.
What's going on?
Dangerous play.
Well, studs are up in dangerous play, I think is what the referee's saying there. He could have let play continue. I think Barcelona had retained possession. That's why 2-footed challenge from Gabriel Heinze. As we see the celebration from Thierry Henry, he's been the man tonight. He looked the most likely in the opening 15 minutes. He got the equaliser, and now he's made it 4-2 to give him that 2-goal cushion again. But it's a great game. It's to and fro, chances converted at either end, and first substitute's going to be made. It's Thierry Henry, as we said, and Keita will come on and go in the middle of the park, Rob, and that means Iniesta will move up front.
Well, leave a little bit of fuel in Thierry Henry's tank for the Champions League in midweek, when he hopes to return in a blaze of glory to London town. Keita comes on, the defensive midfield player, which means that Iniesta will move into the front 3. Keita will act as one of the security guards in the centre of midfield. That could actually aid Real Madrid. Could give this man Alves license to go roaming, though, with Keita happy to sit back. Eto'o. He'll be so angry that he's not on the score sheet yet. Messi. Xavi. Iniesta. It's a poor pass by Abidal. Huntelaar gets his first touch. PK, cool, calm, collected. It's hard to be like that in a situation like this.
He's a good target man, Huntelaar. He knows the back of the net is, but he's not the most mobile of strikers. And it's pulled back there on Keita, which is penalised.
Samuel Eto'o. That's been pretty well guarded by Heinze tonight. Touré. Ramos. Iniesta just stands his ground. Touré. Alves. Eto'o knew what was coming. And knew what was coming when Heinze was bearing down on him.
It's good cover between the two of them. They've forced him in the situation where he's given the ball away.
There's an interesting little exchange between the two presidents of the club today. Vicente Boluda, who's in charge of Real Madrid till the end of the season, gave his opposite number a programme from 1951, an antique and vintage programme from the day that Real Madrid beat Barca 4-1. It didn't go down well.
I bet it didn't.
I'm surprised if Laporta just turns around and gives him today's programme. Scoreline 4-2 at the moment, with a forecast of more goals in the air.
Well, there's certainly going to be more chances, but at the minute Barcelona can keep possession and encourage Real Madrid to take chances and hit them on the break.
In Madrid today, it was 26 degrees. The it's a little cooler. Well, that's outside the ground. This is like a cauldron.
And there he is, Thierry Henry, with a nice pack on his shin. Maybe he's picked up a knock as well.
Goals Barca have scored this season now. That's significant. It's one more than their best season in recent years. That was under Bobby Robson back in the 90s. The Ronaldo days, the other Ronaldo, of course, that is, the big fella. Robin, no way past PK.
He's having a great game.
Eto'o. Xavi. Iniesta. Madrid, it's desperate. Hoof the ball forward, hope for a mistake kind of stuff.
Well, it's because they've got Huntelaar now and they're thinking if they can get it forward, pick up a loose ball or maybe get a flick ball. But it's hit and hope. You can see their possession favours Barcelona, shots at goal favours Barcelona, everything favours Barcelona. And that's probably why the goal tally is 4-2 in favour of Barcelona.
It's the first time in 2 decades that Barcelona have managed to score 4 goals here. They did hit 5 at the Bernabeu. That was back in the 70s, though, a 5-0 win in 1974. Real are getting a roasting.
It's not over yet, Rob. There's still 20 minutes of this game left, and I'm sure there's going to be a few more twists and turns. But we've experienced and saw some fantastic football, some brilliant goals. It's been a real spectacle so far.
Gago. Ian Robin. Nobody lending him support in close proximity. Gago. Toyola. Xavi to Iniesta. How often those two find each other? Behind you is the cry. He leaves 2 for dead. Makes it look so simplistic, Iniesta. Now Alves. Head down. Full steam ahead. Eto'o at the far post. Couple of supporting acts. Mixelder. Only half clears as far as Keita. Iniesta. Samuel Eto'o.
Why does he want to take it back inside again, Rob? It's on his left foot, just stick it in the net. Sergio Ramos tried to jump over Keita and he jumped on top of him by mistake.
It's a painful landing.
Sorry, it's Yaya Toure.
You're right, it was Keita, Jerry.
Well, what a turn this is from Iniesta. He's just so hard to pin down. And the pass through to Sammy Eto'o at the end, you know, he should have done better for me. He was onside, and he wants to get it back on his right foot. As you can see, Toure limping a wee bit. Maybe not totally recovered from that challenge.
He's a big lad. He's got very quick powers of recovery. 3/4 of the game gone. This footballing circus. 2 clubs, the same country, 600 kilometres apart, but different politics. politics, ideologies, cultures, even languages.
They both love to play attractive attacking football. That's the one thing that they've got right, both of them. Although Barcelona playing 3 up front this season's been fantastic to watch. Over 90 goals from the front 3 is magnificent.
Diallo. Higuain. Scored the game's first goal. Gago. Ramos. Gago to Higuain. Flips it in. Fillon lets it go. Of course, the 2 goals that Real Madrid have scored have both been from crosses, both been headers.
It was a good ball, actually, I must say. Good ball with his right foot from Higuain. Idea was good, and we're going to see another substitution. Rafael van der Vaart, who is an attacking player, Rob. They need goals, they've got to gamble. It's the right decision, I think. Question is, who's he going to take off? Does he take off another midfield player, or does he go for a defender and really gamble big?
Well, they need more movement, Real Madrid. More fluidity to their play. Need some heart as well as Eto'o walks away with the ball. Xavi, Touré. Keep ball from Barcelona.
That's all they have to do. Keep it, frustrate them, wait till the opportunity arises, and then play the precision pass, which they've done so well in the first 45 minutes, which got them that 3-1 lead.
Still on for the treble of the Champions League, the Spanish Cup, and the Liga at this moment in time does look like theirs.
Oh, it's credit to Xavi. He saw the problem he had with Lassana Diarra, and he knocked the ball out of play. And that's great professionalism there for a teammate who wasn't a fellow teammate but fellow professional. You can see there's the accidental clash, and he put it out of play. Slips. A lot of players slipping on this greasy surface, Rob. There's still water in the pitch.
VR is okay. Or Las, as he likes to be known. There's another Diarra in the club, Mo Diarra.
Yeah, he'll be back later on, Amadou Diarra. That'll cause more problems. That's why they're calling Las, and the other one just Diarra. Well, there's your answer. It's going to be Sergio Ramos who's coming off. He's taking the defender off. That's a big gamble. And playing 3 at the back. Well, this should be fun, I tell you.
He really should. A gigantic gamble by Wandy Ramos. Taking off a defender, throwing on an attacking midfield player. Well, there's nothing for it. They may as well lose by 5 or 6-2. What he's trying to do is to win 5-4. Now that would be the all-time El Gran Clásico. A busy week, of course. I'm sure you all know now that it's Chelsea-Barcelona Wednesday night. We bring that in HD on Sky Sports 2 and HD2. Our own coverage of a cracking game. Lionel Messi takes on 4 defenders, slips it into Iniesta. Iniesta was challenged by Diarra.
It looked a penalty, but the thing is, he had a chance to go and strike it and go. Why do you want to come back inside again? You know, he doesn't get anywhere near the ball. Diarra does it. Gets his right leg. The referee's been very generous there. Not too many complaints from Barcelona was another good point.
Messi. Alves. Jimmy Floyd said that it's like 2 sets of schoolboys playing on the schoolyard with a tennis ball, and at times it is.
That's Van der Vaart's got a yellow card. He's just caught him with the studs.
He hasn't had a kick of the ball yet, but he's had a kick of the opposition.
That's frustration though. They're playing keep ball and he's piggy in the middle. And he just lashes out. What's this? Wow. That is crazy. It gets a standing leg. That's what I'm talking about. He had a chance when he had the ball initially to strike with his left foot. And it is a penalty kick. If you look at it, you can see he doesn't get anywhere near the ball. Diarra gets his right leg. Let's hope it doesn't matter at the end of this game. That's a good ball.
Messi.
They're playing this simple passing movement, and they've just dissected this Real Madrid defence and made them look so ordinary. Look at the pass. Trying to step up, Gabriel Heinze. He's not offside. Keeps his composure, Messi, and he does. 36 goals, 23 in the league. Just incredible.
6 goals in 4 matches against Real Madrid. He's got 15 minutes to score his second hat-trick against Real Madrid.
69 league goals from the front three. 94 goals.
Conceded 5 goals. Higuain. They look at the moment, Real Madrid, like a punch-drunk boxer on their last legs.
Neto wants a goal, Rob. He's desperate for a goal. He's having a personal battle for the Pichichi with David Villa.
Iniesta.
They're starting to leave. They've seen enough. And the bragging rights are definitely going to the team from Catalonia.
Seven points clear. It's safe to say that now. Barcelona will be, and of course, it's effectively 8 because come the end of the season.
Well, they could win the league next week, Rob. If Real Madrid lose and Barcelona win next week, that'll be it.
Here's Raul, anonymous this evening. Perfectly marshalled by Piqué.
He's been superb.
It's been the game of his life for Gerard Piqué. He's just broken into the Spanish national team. I need another thesaurus, Jerry. I'm running out of words.
They've just been so good, it's untrue. Tell you, I don't know what Pep Guardiola said to them, but whatever he said, he's got them fired up. They have performed magnificently to a man. You can't fault them. So many big performances from so many players. And there's going to be another substitution. Looks like Javi Garcia, who's stripped and ready to come on, Rob, but I don't think it makes any difference who comes off for Real Madrid now. This game's lost.
Robert. Higuain. Heinze. Poor pass.
The idea was good. Gabriel Heinze looking for Huntelaar at the far post, but the pass was just too strong. And we're going to see. The substitution is now. Zarkin Robin coming off.
Ryan Robin has tried valiantly, had a good start to the game, has been injured recently. Only passed a fitness test at lunchtime. But, the energy gauge is at 0. And it's Garcia who will be thrown to the Lions.
Just rejigging, Javi Garcia going to the middle of the park.
Keita, Toure.
I just wonder what sort of side Barcelona will put out against Chelsea next week, Rob, because they have got Cáceres on the bench. You've got to remember there's going to be no Marquez, there's going to be no Puyol. So who's going to play in the centre? Abidal? Or the chance on Cáceres? Or will Cáceres come in at left back? 2 or 3 permutations. Just wonder what they might do. You know, they've even played Keita at left back once or twice.
Abidal has played centre-half in the Champions League this season. Abidal alongside Gerard Piqué is not a bad combination. Interesting, Iniesta had some Some controversial comments on the Barcelona website after the Chelsea game. He said that the Barca fans would never forgive them if they played the kind of defensive football that Chelsea played in midweek.
Chelsea's entitled to play whatever football they feel fit to get results. To go and get a 0-0 result is a great result for Chelsea at the Camp Nou. That's a fair challenge. That's why we're demonstrating on the outside of his shin when the ball was gone. But this is frustration on these Real Madrid players now. Their heads are down. They effectively know their season's nearly over. 7-point lead for Barcelona with 4 matches to play gives them very little hope. Mathematically they can still do it, but you have to feel that this was the big chance, and it's not happening for them.
Ten minutes to go, points in the bag, league in the bag. Barcelona just need to avoid injuries or any problems for the Champions League in midweek.
I would be thinking he's going to make a few changes and just get a couple of players off now, you know, save some legs. He's only got 10 minutes left in this match, and he's got good subs. The job's done. Why not bring a couple of defensive midfield players on and see if the likes of Iniesta or Messi and co. Cáceres is on the bench. You can have a look at him as well, couldn't he?
The thing about Barca, Jerry, they just don't look tired tonight. Guardiola said before the game that tiredness is just a state of mind.
Correct. He said their physique and their physical development's okay. He said they're fine, but mentally maybe some of them think they're tired, but that's not the question.
Adrenaline carries you an awful long way. Saying that, the Barcelona team was at the heart of Spain's European success at the Championships last summer. Likes of Xavi and Iniesta and Puyol. It's been a long 12, 18 months for those players. And this man Piqué. Higuain. Nothing going right for Real Madrid.
Great ball.
Samuel Eto'o. Barca looking for a sixth. Only half stopped. It is 6. Just what can you say? Even Piqué is getting on the score sheet. His first ever league goal for Barcelona, and it is their 6th, I repeat, 6th goal at the Bernabeu against Real Madrid.
That's 6 of the best, isn't it? Piqué was involved in the 1-2 on the halfway line. He continued his run. Fantastic pass it was to Sami Eto'o, and he squared it for Piqué at the second attempt. Casillas made a good save for the first one, but the second attempt he put it in the back of the net. And you know, to be fair to Real Madrid, they've kept the league alive for about 9 or 10 weeks, but really Barcelona's been playing fantastic football. He's just onside here, Sami Eto'o. Far post, picks him out, gets a touch on it, saved by the keeper, but not at the second attempt. This is one of the best games I've seen Piqué play as a defender, and all credit to him for getting himself on the score sheet as well.
It's the first time that either of these clubs have scored 6 goals away from home in El Gran Clásico. We said at the start of the game, get ready for another chapter in history, and this is one of these spectacular nights. And it's not finished yet. Piqué throws a dome in his own penalty area.
Well, I said to you I fancied 4-2, but I couldn't see 6. But then that's probably down to the fact that Wandy Ramos has taken a gamble and taken off defenders and went to win the game and left spaces, and that's a foul. And that's Van der Vaart, is it? Who is it? No, it's actually
Javi Garcia, the other sub.
Any more yellow cards?
It's not a freak result if you're a Barcelona watcher. It's the 5th time this season they've managed to score 6 goals in a single game.
From Javi Garcia, really is. Well, substitution, double one. There we have it, Busquets and Bojan, and that's the right thing for me. I'm surprised they didn't take a chance on Cáceres to see what he could do. one of the key players you want to keep in cotton wool for the week for the match against Chelsea at Stamford Bridge.
Well, there's only 400 Barcelona supporters up in the top tier allowed into the stadium tonight. He finds them, he applauds them, it's reciprocal. Torre's taken a couple of blows, he'll be okay. And Busquets, his shadow comes on. Boyan, the teenager, will get a taste of the atmosphere. He'll dance at the party. It's the first smile we've seen this season for Pep Guardiola.
He knows they're nearly there, and it's his belief that's been so strong and kept the team together, and he's galvanised that belief. As I say, whatever he said to him about going out and winning here at the Bernabeu and showing the world what they can do and proving who are the best team in Spain. And they're doing it in style. They've played the fantastic football all season. They do deserve it, but as he said, they've won nothing yet, and let's go and show them what we can do. And they've been magnificent here tonight.
The best ever win and a fixture between these sides was Real Madrid winning 8-2 back in 1935. Barca have got 5 minutes to equal that. Best away win was a Barca 5-0 success in '74. They're just leading by the 4 tonight.
Resistance is well and truly broken. They're not even going for the knockdowns now as Bojan picks the ball up on the right, and maybe going to have a little go himself at Gabriel Heinze. He does, and he's past him.
He skips past the Argentinian. Bojan fires it across, and Messi just trying to help it on its way, trying to apply the touch of his hat-trick.
It's a clever little ball in. Clever play from Bojan. Skips there past Gabriel Heinze, drills it in, burst to the near post from Lionel Messi, and he doesn't really make that much contact with it, looking to poke it into the back of the net. But it's immaterial now, as I say, the points are in the bag.
Messi, better, so desperately wants to score.
He does.
He's after the Pichichi, the golden boot of Spain.
Yeah, he and David Villa are going to do battle over the next 4 games.
You keep saying David Villa, Messi's catching him up, Jerry.
Messi is only a couple of goals behind now as
Messi's now on 23, Eto's on 27.
And Villa's on 25.
Villa is on 25, yeah. And Forlan on 23.
It's a very, very hotly contested.
Boyan, Xavi. There's still the team that seems to have more zip, more energy, is the team from Catalonia.
It's confidence though, isn't it, when you've got a 4-goal cushion and you play the sort of football they've played. Higuain still fighting and battling, trying to fight his corner, but not too many of the other Real Madrid players are showing that sort of determination. Heads are down, they're well and truly beaten tonight.
Eto tries to beat Iker Casillas. Just to put it into context now, Jerry, Barcelona 85 points, Real Madrid 78 points. So a 7-point lead at the table, effectively 8 on the head-to-heads. Barca have now scored 100 goals in La Liga.
100 league goals. 69 of them from the front 3.
Messi leaves it for Eto, tries to get it back to Messi. Raul clips it forward. It's going to be the most humiliating night of Raul's career. He runs straight past the ball. The referee has a little look at his watch and signalling to his 4th official how long there's going to be added on. Real Madrid will want to be put out of their misery. Please, ref, play no more stoppage time. Barca will be happy to stop at 6 and prepare for their trip to London town. Eto. Cannavaro. Could be his last El Gran Clasico, but heading for pastures new. Carlos Puyol. looking in a good position to get his hands as captain on a La Liga trophy, a Copa del Rey, and he's hoping for the Champions League again. You have to be dignified when you're up there. I'm sure that Laporta feels like screaming up in the rooftops, and Baluna could be hanging from the rooftops. Piqué's flick back, and they just break the boredom of Valdez.
It's a half a chance for Huntelaar, but good defending, and it's all over, Rob.
It's all over on the night. It's possibly all over for the season as well. What can you say about Barcelona? Dream team, perfect team. Pep Guardiola is creating a monster, an all-encompassing monster that have driven all over Real Madrid. They steamrolled them on the night by 6 goals to 2.
Biggest winning margin at the Bernabeu for Barca in 35 years. That they have every bit the look of champions about them, don't they? Messi will probably be kicking himself he didn't get another hat-trick tonight, if not more. Well on course for the championship. Question is, can they really make this a memorable year and make it an unprecedented treble? No side has ever won the European Cup or Champions League as it is now. Won the Copa del Rey, Spain's FA Cup, and at the same time won the Spanish Championship. No Spanish side has done that. Barca still on course to do that. They lead at the top, as you can